Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff. The crew looking to make a strong statement. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So Auburn's offense has the football first here today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But Kirk, we've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. So here we go now, 3rd and inches on this opening drive. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these 3rd downs, and it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Hands it off on the counter. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. The defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap to integrity, you can give up a big play.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. Returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running past the 45. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Defense will make the stop, and will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We reach the end of a scoreless first quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. Both teams desperate to get the offense going, find a spark and some rhythm in this playoff game. Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. In this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they need 9 yards. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Schneider. Under pressure, just lets it go. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. The back's got it. Runs through the defender. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. When the tackle is made, the defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Offense on the field to take over. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First down and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Running back has it on the screen now. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Here's the second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Will we see a touchdown here in the first half? It's 1st and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space, looking to score.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Short throw complete to the tight end. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Important second down play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Schneider. Throws it to the right. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He escapes the sack. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This time enough for one more play in the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Can he take it all the way? Tackled after the interception. That'll be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Takes up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner will be brought down. line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Schneider. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. Pass caught, second down now. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Catch is made, room to run here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. And the single back takes the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Now, if the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Send the back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear him say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Second down after that previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 45 now. Uses the spin move. He's loose. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. 1st and 10 now for the offense. And the back now goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. And they'll use the ground game here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
How about this defense today against this run game? Here we are in the fourth quarter. This guy's not gotten over 10 yards rushing. What a great effort collectively by this defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Tigers. No chance to catch him. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
The obvious move here is to go for a two-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. Looking to pass, it's Schneider. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the tackle is made, the defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he never had a chance. Tackled in the backfield. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete downfield. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there. First down here for this offense. Back to pass. It's Schneider. Makes a quick grab. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
The clock is still running. I have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The offense threatening. Close to the goal line with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Now here's the toss play. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Punt team ready to boot it away. So on to kick it away, helping his team to field position. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He breaks free. And he's got his man open downfield. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down to the 49. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.